Hello, Matt. You're welcome.
Thank you, Father Stephen. Thank you.
You're welcome to Table Talk with Father Stephen.
Thank you for the invitation and the honor to be part of your guest in this program.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Here is Max. Introduce yourself to us.
My name is Maxwell Asuzu. I'm a counselor in mental health. And it's a great honor to contribute to Table Talk, especially on a month like this, awareness for men.
Thank you very much, Max. So this month of June is dedicated to men's mental health and well-being. We'll be exploring men's health, their stories, their struggles, their worries. And our guest today, Max, will be helping us to unpack what that looks like, what silence, particularly where we're starting, means to men and why that is. So it will be a pleasure to travel with Max on this very important aspect of men's well-being. Max, you're welcome again to Table Talk with Father Stephen.
Thank you, Father.
Now, we begin. Now, when you were growing up, what was it, spoken or unspoken, that you heard about men's feelings? What men are allowed to feel or not to feel? What was that like for you?
Thank you, Father. Growing up in Africa, in my family, I think a perfect role model I could put it to is that men were not allowed to cry. You can't show your feelings.
Yeah.
No matter what's happening, you have to keep it all inside. Yes.
So why is that?
I think is the understanding that the notion that men don't cry. You shouldn't, because crying or complaining will be, you portray yourself as being weak.
Really? Okay. Now, can you recall a season in your own life, a particular season when you were struggling inside but said nothing? And what kept the words inside?
A very powerful point in my life was in high school.
Yeah.
I was struggling. I was unable to comprehend anything about mathematics.
Yeah.
And fortunately, the teacher happens to be my cousin.
Yeah.
And at some point, I wasn't able to communicate how I was feeling, not understanding anything about maths.
Yeah.
And I started avoiding going to school, not even seeing that my cousin, that is the teacher in the class. And one day, I was summoned to the principal's office, but my cousin, open and behold, was there. He said to me, in my language, Namochi, I know you're struggling. And at that point, I broke down crying, because it's not something I could go and tell my parents that I'm doing bad poorly at school.
So, what kept those words inside? What prevented you from speaking out that you were struggling?
I think it's a cultural thing that you don't want to be seen as a failure. I was starting to feel like I failed, and feel the sense of failure in a family dynamics in Africa is not something that is welcome from a man.
Yeah.
You're a man, you have to deal with it, you have to learn, you must understand it.
So what finally made it possible for you to speak up? And who made it safe for you to do that?
It was that turning point when I was invited to the principal office, and my cousin, the teacher, was there saying to me, Maxwell, this is not, your behavior lately hasn't been what I expected, and what's going on with you? At that point I realized, whoa, I find a safe place I can actually tell him that I'm actually not following, and then he reassured me that, you know what, concentrate on other studies that you're doing. Without maths in your life, you can still succeed.
So you sort of felt safe to open up.
Thank you, exactly that.
You felt safe to open up.
That's right.
Now, what I'm hearing, and perhaps viewers out there might be hearing, is there was struggle, and then you found a safe space to deal with the struggle. But then, most people out there also struggle. So if you were to speak directly to someone watching us now and listening to us, perhaps a man who is watching us and carrying something, heavy in silence, what would be your direct talk to them?
What I've learned from this experience is that no matter what you're going through, it's always there's somebody out there, what we call expert companionship, somebody who will understand you, know that he's not going to judge you, somebody you can trust, somebody you know that they have your best interest at heart, and then open up to them.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Max, for your help unpacking this. Silence for men. Well, silence has never healed a single man. Speaking has healed millions. If something in today's conversation touched you or touched a wound in you, do not carry it alone. Talk to a friend. Perhaps, if you are a person of faith, talk to a pastor or a priest, a counselor. Or rather, if you will and you live in Australia, call Men's Line Australia on 1300 78 9978. Again, Max, it's a pleasure having you today.
Thank you, Father.
I am Father Stephen, and this table is always open to you. Keep well until next time. Bye.